I'm very much looking forward to using the Note Max at work in the coming 2 weeks. It's probably going to be one that I will carry on using it. We will see. I'm slightly concerned about pulling it in and out of my bag and whether it's just a bit too big to carry to work along with a laptop. Really enjoyed the Note Max at work today, but one thing about it is this. I mean, it really doesn't even fit in the normal pocket that I use. I normally put the ink tablet in this pocket, but it has to go in the same pocket as my laptop. I mean, it's just huge, which is good on one respect, and I really loved having that extra screen real estate for all the things. But now I've got to dig around and find its pen. You know, that is a nuisance. Success. But you know, there'll be other third-party cases coming along, I'm sure, and I don't think a case is a deal breaker. Although the thinness of the Note Max is incredible. Devices of this size are kind of laptop replacements, really. And we'll find out how good it is as a laptop replacement when we get the keyboard case shortly. For now, I'm going to get it set up for work, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pull down some PDFs that I need for my work. For instance, my planner, which I can use as a background for a notebook if I like, or I can just annotate on a PDF. I'll let you know which one I prefer. And my teaching documents, which are large PDFs. Now, because it's a Boox device, I can just go ahead and download those directly from the Google Drive app. And I much prefer working in this way because, well, that's just the way that I'm used to doing it, essentially, on all of my devices. I mean, you can download things via the Boox drop and you can integrate your storage with Google Drive, but I don't see the need to do that if you've got access to the full Android app. I mean, it might just be more convenient that I have a sync to Google Drive button now within the library. Yep, there's all of my Google Drive files just waiting there in the library. It might be that you're either not comfortable with sharing your login details on a Boox device, or that you're simply not allowed to connect your storage to a third-party device for your work. There we go, so that's just downloaded some to my device now. Very nice. One thing that is useful to do with Boox is to go into the library settings and actually add the downloads folder to your paths to be scanned. So what it does is it automatically scans the folders that you tell it to when you open the library. And then when I rescan, it will scan those folders for anything which is a PDF. And you can see now it's found those things that I've just downloaded. For instance, all of my formula for A-level physics looks great on there. And those really big PDFs that I just downloaded, all my teacher notes for my A-level. This is like a 500-page document or something ridiculous like that. And this is going to be the benefit of having this large device, is having the notes there full size to teach from in the classroom. Now, as I said, my standard workflow is just to work on top of a PDF, and I simply have my PDF planner with all of my week sort of laid out lesson by lesson, and I can input in here what I'm supposed to be doing in those lessons on that day. I can also, though, use that as a background, as a template for a notebook. So I'm going to try that now. I mean, surely there should be a select all button, and it only seems to give me the first page or one page at a time, which isn't the way it has worked before, so I'm not sure what they've done there. They clearly haven't got that functionality as it was before. Have I missed something? Because multiple pages did work before. Let me know if you know. So I think I'll be sticking to my PDF workflow after all. Now, the next thing I'm going to get organized is going to be putting on my work profile Microsoft apps. Now, I'm not going to show too much of this because it will probably involve me putting in my password and using the Microsoft Authenticator on here as well, but I'll just sit and get that done. It's in apps and notifications and then enable work profile. And that does give you the option not only to set up work profile and personal profiles, but it also gives you the option to sort of turn off your work profile after a certain time. Very good for mindfulness. For reading, yes, the Boox is definitely superior. For having my references today, that was really, really useful, being able to, in my library, even when I'm just in the reader, I could just hit this one and I've got lots of tabs here where I've got my planner, got my different reference documents as well, so they're really quick to get around. And because that now is full size, it's brilliant. You know, that is excellent. Yeah, having full size there, exactly what I can reference to. I can have the sheet the kids are working on, or I can have my notes while the kids are working on other sheets. I can be going between my own, calculating my own examples, working through the examples myself. I mean, it's just great. So it appears what I have to do is download Intune Company Portal from Microsoft, then make that a work profile copy. So when you're in that setting in apps and notifications, work profile, then you can click on company portal. It will install a second version of that, which will have a little badge next to it. And therefore you'll know that is your work profile badge. So I could be installed on my own company portal login, although I don't have that set up with my personal Microsoft 365. So yeah, sign in with my email on company portal, and then a notification should come up from Authenticator app here. So yeah, I've got a one-time password here ready to go. Now it's my company's sign-in page. For some unknown reason, company portal didn't want to let me log in. It probably is an issue with my organization rather than the books, but I am into Microsoft 365, so I can see all of the files on my entire work system here. And I'm also in my email, which are the two that I really kind of want and need on here on the device. And I've just had an email to tell me something else that I need to do tomorrow. So I'll just add that to my planner. We're getting there in the end. I don't know why it wasn't working with company portal, because it has been working in the past on the Tab Ultra C Pro. And I really do like having that option to have the work profile, the badged apps, a separate instance essentially of whichever app that you would like to be logged into a separate account. I kind of need 2 or 3 of those because I've got several Microsoft logins for several of my different entities. And that's it. That's pretty much all I need on my e-ink tablet for work, and I'm ready to go. I'm really looking forward to this absolute behemoth at work. It's going to be a really useful thing. It's just the right size for reading things like my lesson plan notes and student worksheets, and managing those Word documents on e-ink, which is one of the things that I really love about e-ink. Yeah, I'm stoked for this. I feel like it's just going to be a great fit for work. I use my e-ink tablets for a minimum of 2 weeks at work to test them out for you. So once I've completed that cycle, I'll let you know my thoughts, my full review of the Note Max.